How do you overcome being stuck in your business? In this video, we're going to look at the most common factors for you getting stuck in your business or life and why Nike was right. Hi, my name is Moritz Lembert. I run a successful coaching and training business in which I help leaders and entrepreneurs to build better businesses and do this with less worry on their head. And this is a conversation I have with many of the leaders that I'm talking to, with many of the entrepreneurs that I'm connected to and that come to me in my practice. And it's going to show you what are the factors that limit us in getting things done. Because that's usually the thing. When we are stuck, we don't get the things done that we want to get done, or we feel stuck because we're not moving internally. We're turning around the same things over and over and over again, which gives us this feeling of being stuck. So it might be a problem that you have in your mind that you're repeatedly thinking through. It might be something that's not happening in your business, like you're not getting the amount of customers and you've been in a situation for a couple of years, or it might be any other situation where you have the sense of being stuck with. So a situation that occurs often in my practice is that somebody comes in and they say something along the line, Moritz, here's what I want to work on today. And it is something that they've been putting off for a while. So let's say I have this client coming in, and it's an actual story. I have this client coming in and he shares with me, again, I haven't hit my money goal. I said, okay, so let's look at that. And as we look at that, I ask him a couple of questions, and basically along the line of saying, okay, so why have you got this done? Like what's in the way of getting this done? And then what you get is the first factor for why people get stuck. What I got was a list of reasons for why he hasn't done the thing that would actually move the revenue of his business, that where he would make money from. So he has done a million other things, but he hasn't done the thing that would move the business forward, even though we had determined what that action was in a prior session. Okay, so I listen. And then, and this is a short summary of what happened in this conversation, and then basically said something along this line of, okay, so tell me first, how long would it take to take the action that have a high likelihood for you to make money? And he said something along the line of, for this amount of calls, I would need 30 minutes or an hour or whatever. I said, great, we have 35 minutes left on the clock. In 35 minutes, I'm going to go back in your office. I'm going to leave your office now. 35 minutes, I come back to the office, and the game that you and I play is you got to make as much money as you can in this 35 minutes. And after 35 minutes, you're going to report back to me how much you made. Now, I left the room. And when I came back, this client that had so many good reasons for the first 20 minutes of our conversation now had 40 grand more in his bank account. So he made 40 grand in 35 minutes. Now, obviously, it depends on what market you're in, what you're selling, and blah, 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 blah. But here's the lesson to take from this. When he came into the session, what he had was a list of reasons for why he hadn't done the thing that would move the business forward. Now, when I said what I said to him, I did something important. I killed his reasons. How did I do this? I killed them by creating a condition where the only thing he could do to win was to take action when? Now. I'm going to repeat this one. To take action when? Now. And this is the second factor that gets us stuck. It is putting things in time in places that are not now. Yes, I know what you're going to think. You're going to think, yes, but there are things I need to put in my calendar. Yes, that's true. But there's always something you can act on now. And also the things in the calendar that you put there, that you plan ahead, will arrive in a time called now. And that's the only time that you will be able to take action on them. Now, what we human beings are doing is incredible, because on one hand, you're watching this video on a device, be it a telephone, be it a smartphone, or be it a computer or any other screen that was invented by other humans. Quite incredible, such a screen. And most likely everything you look around your room, like everything you're in, everything you're seeing, has been created by human beings. So we are creation machines. Incredible. We're flying around the world in airplanes. We're shooting satellites into the sky. We're getting food from countries we never visited in the store locally, 5 minutes walking from your home. It's incredible what we do. And we're also incredible at creating fantasies that we then entertain, that keep us out of the only thing that we need to do to create in the world. And that is to take action. And action can be a physical thing where you move your body, but it can also be something where you actively think about something, which I would distinguish very strongly from what's usually running through our head. There is actually a fun exercise that we could do right now. That is, if I tell you to scream right now without opening your mouth in your mind. Yes, okay, when you've done that. And then don't do anything, but just notice that there is a continuous conversation running in your head, right? With the first voice, the one that was screaming, you can take actions internally by actively thinking about something. And the other thing is just running automatically. Anyhow, might go too far, but you get the point. By acting or actively thinking, we are moving things forward. All the other things we do are to delay action to a point that never arrives. And what my client was stuck in was that he had so many good reasons, like demand here, an email there, something he had to take care of here, and blah, 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 that allowed him to feel good about his action of delaying, or his inaction and delaying the action that he needed to take, because the action he needed to take was not comfortable for him. It was something that takes him out of his comfort zone, when he has to call people. He doesn't know yet the response of them. He doesn't know if they will say yes to his ask or not. That didn't feel the same level of comfortable as doing the same thing over and over and over again. And even if it doesn't feel great to do the same thing over and over and over again, it feels great to have a reason for why you're doing this. And that's the two things, the two factors that keep you from taking action, is creating reasons that then you buy into for why you're not acting, and putting them off in time to a point that's not here now. And when you get this, then you get that being powerful is acting when? Now. And you always have access to this power by being aware of those two factors: reasons, aka stories you create for inaction, and the tendency of the mind to put things off to a later point. It's like this video that I'm recording. It's the third try of recording this video. I didn't like the first two recordings, and I was getting busy in my head for why I should stop now and create a video later on, and I'm not in the flow right now with talking, and I'm talking too long, and this video is already too long, and I can create endless reasons for not taking action. And I had endless reasons for why I wouldn't post a video on YouTube. And now I have continuous endless reasons for why I should stop. But I have a choice of listening to those reasons or creating something that will have an impact. Even if just 2 people see this video, it will have an impact on them. And that creates the business that I have. Not my reasoning for not doing it. I mean, it does also create the business that I have, and I would say it creates a business I don't have. So I think you get the point here. I hope this was useful, and when it was, please click the subscribe button below and have a look around the channel. I'm quite new to this YouTube thing, and I'm determined to getting better by taking action now.